What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So I was just scrolling through YouTube as I often do, and I noticed this video, Siren Isle preview. So I guess the War Within World of Warcraft is adding a brand new zone to the game, which I was not expecting one bit. Usually, you have your zones, and it's very rare that they introduce a new one out of the blue. I'm excited. So let's jump right into this preview video and see what this new zone is gonna look like. So all right,
Hi,
let's get
I'm
it.
Kayla Brown, and I am a game producer
Hey, Kayla Brown.
on the WoW team.
How are
I'm
you?
here joined with a bunch
I like
of our
your
talented
hair.
developers, and I'm
Very
gonna show you
colorful.
guys a little bit of a sneak peek,
Just like your shirt.
into what we have lined up for our 1107 content update. One of the
Yo,
awesome features
new
that
zone,
we have
guys.
coming in with 1107 is actually a brand new zone
Yo,
that we have named
that's
Siren
awesome.
Isle. Our
Yo,
design philosophy when creating
is it
this
gonna be
zone
full of
was
like
to make sure
sirens that
we
are
made
gonna
a very
sing and try and
engaging
seduce you and
outdoor
like
end
kill
game
you?
experience that would
Yo,
cater
there's
to a whole
Naga.
bunch of different play styles and player types.
That's hype. Oh, cool. It's like a
Siren
watery.
is a mysterious
It's a watery zone.
located in a particularly stormy part of the ocean.
Yo,
During the Civil War,
it's in the
it was
ocean?
used by the Kulturans to mine azurite.
Ooh, we're getting some
and then
lore.
everybody mysteriously disappeared. Recently, the island has sent out a massive pulse of energy, and everything heard it. And your allies are mounting an expedition to this island to
Ooh,
find out what happened.
I like it.
and
A little
investigate.
backstory.
Players
That's
arrive
dope.
in Donegal to meet up with the goblin Skagit, which is Gazlo's assistant. And we find that
Wonder
the
if this is
Earthens
gonna,
and the
like,
Arathi
come with
have
a new
already made
quest
it to the
line.
island. So naturally Skagit's ready to go.
The
He's
Arathi
like,
already
"Come on,
made it there?
Goblin, let's go. It's time for adventure."
Oh,
So,
yeah.
What's fun about
You
this
know
island
Bran
is when
Bran
players arrive,
Bronzebeard is
they
coming
see
too.
signs that Kulturans have been here before.
Soon
But
as he
there's
smells
just
adventure,
nobody
he's on
around,
board.
Which is really interesting. We see all these buildings and structures, but by the time the expedition gets there, it's empty.
Yeah, it's completely-
one of those fun little
it's a
mysteries
barren
about it.
wasteland.
So on this island, players are going to have a wealth of enemies to encounter. We actually
Ooh,
have 3 separate
alright,
groups.
let's hear these
So we have
enemies.
the Bloodwake Vrykul, we have
Ooh,
and then we have a
the
bunch of
Vrykul?
pirates. These
Oh,
groups will
well,
be rotating
whatever, like
around
the
on the island,
Viking
so players
people,
won't
monkeys
encounter
and
the same
Naga,
group
bro.
week to week. Also,
Could it
players will
be any
encounter a
better?
large crystal in the center of the island that seems to sing gently or
What
hum,
the?
which has attracted the attention of both the Arathi
Yeah, the
and
Arathi. It reminds
So
me
our
of like
friends on the
Hollow
island, they're all
Fall.
here for different
What if it's a
reasons, which is really
shard from that
exciting.
crystal in Hollow
The
Fall?
Earthen and the Arathi are here to study the crystal, and the goblins are interested in what the crystal can do.
Oh yeah, the value
So
of
they're
it.
a really fun cast
What can we
of
get in
people to
exchange
have,
for the
because
shiny
they're so different.
rock?
But it's also fun to have them all together here.
That's
because
cool. We're
their
getting like a little
differences
lore
actually
to
might
it.
be more
I like how they incorporated it in the
Siren
story.
Isle, being in a particularly
They weren't just
stormy
like, here's
part
a
of the
new
ocean,
zone,
is regularly
have
rocked
fun,
by horrible tempests.
with no
During
like
these storms,
explanation or like
powerful creatures
context.
of all kinds come up out of the ocean and assault the island. Players can defend their allies to
Ooh,
into the
that
storm.
means, you know what
In
that
order to
means,
do this, their
guys?
allies to provide
New
them
world
with
quests.
vehicles and weapons and other tools that they can use to take on these much more powerful
Yo,
enemies. There's
so
always
it seems
crazy
like
powerful enemies
things are
that
being
show up,
called to it.
and you get to use these
I like
tools.
seeing
For
like their
example, my
setups.
favorite is the crawler mines.
I like
You
seeing the
grab them,
developers'
target one of the
setups.
big nasties, and just have the bomb run up
Makes
to it
mine
and
look like
explode.
really
There's
shitty.
3 caves on the island that are sealed up. Each of these
Oh
caves has
yes,
a deadly enemy
I love a
inside.
good cave.
Players will be able
Ooh,
to
maybe we'll get a
kill
new
them,
delve
and you can
too.
donate to their excavations. And
Wait,
each of
let's
the
see, what-
factions, the
is that a
Earthen,
demon
Goblin,
hunter?
and the Arathi
Does
have
he
a
play
different
demon hunter?
cave on the island.
Oh, that reminds
Players
me
can
of like
donate
the
to
Emerald
get the nest
Dream,
open.
Get your feet moving.
like
We
the
got a
seed
tunnel
things
to
that you could
blast
plant
open.
for like items and stuff.
Circe Circlet is a mysterious ring that once belonged to a mythical, legendary
Yo,
siren
this is
named
hype.
Circe. It's a very powerful item that'll give you an edge, especially on the Siren Isle.
Wait, what's
and
it do?
as weeks unfold, you'll be able to unlock more gems, more powers associated
Oh,
with the Siren Isle and
that's
the ring.
dope.
So this is actually a model of Circe Circlet that you'll be able to see in game.
That's
One
dope.
of
It
our
reminds me of
artists, Reinhardt, with
It reminds me of Wrath of the Lich King with ICC. You got that ring. You also got a ring in ICC that you can like further upgrade like as your reputation increased. So I wonder if it's gonna kind of be like that.
was able
Just
to
a
throw
ring
it
that keeps
together,
getting better and better and higher in item level.
You'll be able to
Yo,
see it on your character.
you could actually see the
which is-
ring.
I thought it was pretty.
Look at that fat
You'll be
ring.
able to
Looks
interact
like a
with lot of
pimp
different
ring.
pieces of content using this ring. It'll be fairly strong, and it'll have 3 different sockets.
Ooh, gem
Each
sockets.
one is a
That's
different
nice.
type, and you'll be able to collect a myriad of different gems that fit into these sockets, all of which do different things.
Yo,
In the
that's
current
kinda
season, They'll
dope.
be fairly strong, and in the next season, they'll kind of be strong enough to give you a leadway to the new content coming.
Yo,
There's
that's
a slew
dope.
of really cool mounts, a bunch of different transmog
Can't wait till we
appearances,
get
some of
new
which are
like
unused from
content.
past years
I haven't
that
cleared
are
like
really
Queen
exciting to finally
and
get
Sirek
into
or
the
whatever
players'
or all the
hands. They've
content.
seen it
But
in the
yo,
files
what was
long
that
enough.
mount? But yeah, I
Really
always
exciting
love getting new
coming up.
content, even
There's
if I haven't cleared all the
slew of
current
really
content.
cool mounts, a bunch of different transmog
What?
appearances, some of which are unused from past
Yo.
years that are
New
really
mounts,
exciting to
guys.
finally
Now
get
they're
into the
speaking my
players'
language.
hands. They've seen
That
it in the files
what the
long
heck?
enough.
That looked like the Raven Lord
First thing
a
is
little
we
bit.
look for a lot of reference to make sure that we're making something believable.
That looked freaking
something that
sick,
seems like it's
dude.
grounded
I
in
want
nature's
those
rules
mounts.
enough so that when players look at it, there's
I
nothing
always
that's
get
just,
like such bad
totally,
FOMO
breaks their immersion. The aesthetic is
when
really
it comes to
interesting. It's kind of
mounts, like,
inspired
I
in some
have
ways
to
by
get
the
them.
American Southwest. Like I was looking at some references.
Oh,
of
that's cool, like
Arizona
with the
stuff,
railroad and
almost those
stuff.
cliffs there. And so those are some of the things
That's
that we'll do
dope.
to bring the world to life.
They're talking about
We
like
have
their
filled this thing with a
inspirations
lot
and
of
stuff.
secrets, even more than in some of our previous full zone maps, because it's smaller, it's denser. So I'm excited to see if people can find all the crazy stuff that we
Man,
get.
it would be so dope to like work for Blizzard if they weren't such a shitty company. Like if they treated their employees good and like all the shenanigans weren't like happening and stuff in Blizzard. It would be like a dream job, bro, to just like be a developer for like WoW.
I put in this little spooky spot back
Little
here.
spooky spot?
The quest designers wanted like
Ooh.
an atmosphere kind of.
Ooh, that is spooky. Look at that fog.
Like lots of animal bones have kind of been washing up.
Ooh,
in here.
that's
Another
dope.
thing that's cool too is all these little like caves and
I like the
micros that
spooky
we
spot.
added in. Each one kind of has its own
Seems
crazy
chill.
theme. Like over here, they'll spawn in this like crazy dragon. That's gonna
Ooh,
get,
that looks really
spawned
good.
in from all these bones that have been collected and stuff. So that's kind of like the pinnacle of this like little creepy pocket over here.
That's
There's usually
dope.
like an
Shout out to that guy for the creepy little pocket. But, oh my god, really? I haven't been full screen this whole time. I freaking suck, bro. But one thing about the War Within, like when, during like I think BlizzCon, they revealed like the zones and stuff, and I was like blown away with like how aesthetically pleasing all the zones were. I was like, wow, they really like stepped it up in terms of like what they look like.
Azurite mine over here in the center. So there's
Azurite
like
mine?
elements of what happened here, but then you can tell something bad happened. And one of the things I helped out with doing was like making a lot of this space playable. So instead of just being limited to a flat 2D plane, we can put stuff on top of that 2D plane, and then you get new gameplay experiences, new vantage points, like this big mine track that goes above everything. We
That's
definitely
cool,
do a lot
bro.
of play testing
You
and
could
soup testing
you could
amongst
get along
ourselves, and that really helps
everywhere
too. I'm not just
using
kind of
the
designing stuff
mine
in my,
shaft or the
corner that will,
mine
like, get
rails.
people to actually run through it, and I'll get a
So you
opinion
could
from people
shortcut.
who haven't been building it to see like where do they get lost, where are the pain points here, and that's a process we don't just go through for this, we go through it for all the spaces we design in our game. And again, we'll also look back at previous examples of what did players like from previous zones, what did they not like. We try to learn from our past mistakes and learn from our past
Yes,
successes
bro.
and bring that forward into
Blizzard
our
needs to do more of that, just like
One
taking
of my
in
favorite
feedback.
little Easter eggs, because there are plenty on this island. There are
Ooh,
plenty of
yes.
Easter eggs and secrets for people to look forward to. One
I love when they like reference like a pop culture thing, like a movie or a song or something, or like, yeah, they're really good at like planting Easter eggs.
One of my favorites personally is the bestiary, actually, all the creatures that are native to the island.
Okay.
One of the things that I took a lot of inspiration from is actually Darwin's finches in Galapagos.
Oh,
That essentially states
that's
that there are all
genius.
of these finches that are very closely related, but on different
But slightly
islands, their
different.
beaks have
That is so
different,
cool.
right? So they have adapted to do
What
different
the-
things, eat different things. So I
Nah.
took that concept and I put it
She
on
snapped
aisles.
with
like,
that.
I have this aisle. What are all the creatures that have come here? How has the island been
That's
affected over time?
crazy.
Like, all of the creatures are intentional, and it's a fun Easter egg that I don't think people would look for, but I hope that they'll enjoy uncovering the secret.
Yeah, now people are gonna notice that. Like, I probably wouldn't have paid attention to that, but that's a really cool like hidden Easter egg.
of
Ooh,
the
this is
history of
getting
the
me
island
hyped,
through the
guys.
creatures as well.
Who's hyped to
Thank
play
you
the
all
new
so
zone?
much for joining us here today. Our team had
Yo, a
blast
Hydra?
in creating
New
and bringing
world
to life
boss?
Siren Isle. and we really hope that you
Dude.
have just as much fun exploring it as the team did in creating it. Wanted to thank you all again. And
That's
we really
so
hope to
dope.
see you all
What a,
in
like-
Siren Isle.
What a dope way to like spice it up a little bit and like make it more interesting, because the zones, I feel like people are getting kind of like sick of. They're kind of getting dull, like how WoW you like kind of gets like when things that kind of get stagnant for a little while. But this is a great way to just like breathe some more excitement in the game, so I'm really excited.